Hello everyone and welcome to the Elite Encounters update for 2nd of November 2012. 2015? 2012? The fuck am I talking about? Good evening Kagaris, how are you doing? Hello everyone and welcome to... Shut up, secondary me. Okay, after a bit of a scraggy update last week, hopefully we're a bit more organised this evening. I just wish I had a bit more to tell you guys, because it has been a bit of a slow week. I have been suffering with a bit of fatigue this week, so every night I've came in I've essentially been sitting in front of a computer trying to do something and fell asleep pretty much every time. But never mind. We soldier on. Anyway, I shall without further ado break my joystick. There you go. So, progress report, feedback and questions next update. I managed to get the notification out last week. See what I mean? God. Yesterday. Last night I got it out, not last week. Dear me. Right. So, yeah, hopefully you've read it. And without further ado, I'll push on. So, following on from Fantasticon, it's been more of a focus this week on miniatures rules as much as I can, and trying to get them sort of self-tested. I located my information sheets on it, and just today I actually found the miniature sheets that I thought I'd lost. That took to Fantasticon, but couldn't actually get to use them during the con, much as my plan was to do it. So I've had a bit of a little self-test with the rules myself through the week. And I'm quite happy that the simple rules as they seem to be are working out okay. So I'm quite happy with that at the moment. I have had a couple of conversations with a chap by the name of Colin Ford this week, who's been awesome in the fact that he wants to try and combine our little ideas for miniatures games, or Starship Combat visualization methods. And try and do something towards creating 3D printed or injection moulded miniatures that we can hopefully use for that. He's doing a sort of unofficial miniatures project himself, and I'm doing the RPG, which will use miniatures and of some description in it. So we're hoping to try and combine that idea into one license for miniatures production. Primarily for Colin, as I say. I mean, my focus is the RPG. But if we can make these miniatures in this license a kind of multi-function, so that they can be used with multiple products, then that's bound to be a good thing. So we've had a bit of a chat about that this week. We did try and see if we could merge the rules for his game and make them compatible with my game, but they are very, very different systems. The main thing being that Colin's not a big fan of hexes, and I think hexes are the stuff of gods. So we can't really meet in the middle of that one unless you use pentagons, because he uses squares and I use six-sided. So if we meet in the middle, that'd be pentagons. So we're not sure if that's worth trying, but you know, it's an idea. So we did as I was doing the play testing for stuff in Fantasticon. Ooh, you know, I'm going to take Chatty off the screen there because it's kind of obscuring what's there. So just let me pop that off just now, and I'll pop that back on later. So, I'm hoping to, again, sort of from this point on during this week, to get some more tweaks done to the main rules after the playtest. And I have a notebook full of notes sitting up there, which I'm hoping I can get actioned during this week. Various different things that have gone on this week have meant different, as I say, fatigue, sleepiness, tiredness, just falling asleep at the drop of a hat in the minute and sort of sitting at my desk with my eyes closing on me, have not been conducive to work this week. So I haven't managed to do any more of the postage stuff again, but I'm hoping that this week I'll get that done. I'm going to try and sort of use the spare time I may have this week and get some little jobs done like the postage. The problem with the postage, and the reason it takes so long to do, is because my local post office is a bit of a sink for parcels. If I take something down to that office and try and get it posted, it tends to take about 3 or 4 weeks longer than it would do otherwise. And if I get them to a different post office, then they seem to arrive places a lot quicker. So I've got a funny feeling the guy at the post office round here actually sits on the stuff until he's got enough to warrant him going down to the main post office, which isn't great. So rather than doing that, I have to try and arrange getting them sent away in another place, plus which I have the issue of having to get the postage printed from here, because not knowing how much everything costs, not having time in the day to go to the post office and get stamps. Everything seems to have a bit of a block in it, so frustrating though it might be, that's kind of why it takes so long. So I need to try and organise a bit of time together to get all the postage sorted out and sort it out. So, but yeah, no feedback and questions again this week, apart from the stuff that came from Fantasticon, which I dealt with last week. So I don't have anything for this week again, but hopefully that means a good thing. That was meant to be out. That's not even meant to be there. And see what I've done. I've not actually updated the last page of the presentation file to say when the next stream is. See what I mean? This has just been a hell of a week. I did all this last night at about 11 o'clock at night, and it wasn't worth doing really. So yeah, that's all bollocks, and that should say 7th of November. So yeah, apologies for that. So yes, apologies for the brevity of this week's update, but we will have another update for you on the 7th of October. Nope, 9th of October. Shit, 9th of November. So Monday the 9th of November, UK time, 8 PM. Another update for you. Hopefully a little bit more organised than this one. So yeah, thanks for watching. Shenanigans, immature, unprofessional bag of shit that it was. Apologies for that. Speak to you next week. Those of you who are sitting in chat waiting for the regular Monday night stream will be glad to know it's coming up at the end of this. I'll just close this down and start the other stream up. So please bear with me, and I hope for a little bit more professional than this one was. Good night everyone.